A few months ago, I realized something. The person I wanted to become wasn't to appear one day by accident. Confidence wasn't going to appear magically. Discipline wasn't going to magically show up. Success wouldn't magically show up. I was waiting for a future that I wasn't actively creating. And that's why I discovered one idea that completely changed how I think about personal growth. The idea of of a future self. Okay? They want better grades, they want more confidence, they want more better genuine friends, they want success, they want opportunities. But very few people stop and think about something even more important. Do you need who do you need to become to create those things? Because success isn't something you get, it's something you grow into. Success is a mindset. You need to build that. And my realization was that I remembered looking at people I admired, confident people, disciplined people, leaders, creators, entrepreneurs, people who seemed to have their lives together. And I used to think they're different from me. But then I realized something. They weren't born that way. They became that way through habits, through decisions, through practice, through failures, through, breakdowns, through all that. They built themselves. And that means we can too, okay? Yeah, we can too. So I started doing something simple. I imagined myself 5 years in the future. Not the version of me that was making excuses, not the one that procrastinated, not the one not the version of me who doubted everything. The best version, my future version. I imagine how they spoke, how they handle situations, how they treat people, which kind of people would they have around them. Exactly, okay? What habits did they have? Then I asked myself, what would that person do today? Not next year, today. Whenever I wanted to quit, I asked myself, what would my future self do? Well, when I felt afraid, what would my future self do? How would she react to this? And little by little, my decisions started changing. Not because I suddenly became motivated, because I had a direction. I knew where I was going and I was super focused. I know where am I going, I know the habits I need to do, I knew the routines I need to implement, my routines that I have made myself. Okay? And the biggest lesson here, most teenagers are focused on goals. Goals are great, goals are temporary. Identity is permanent. Okay? You do not rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. Your habits come from your identity. That's why the most important question isn't what do I want? It's who am I becoming? When you have outlined who you are becoming, you will make the habits that you need to do. You will be so aligned to the person you're becoming. You'll be like, oh, I was missing out on this. Here's what I want you to do. Take a piece of paper or open your notes app, write my future self. Then answer these questions. What kind of a person are they? What habits do they have? What do they believe? How do they spend their time? What would they do today? Don't worry about being perfect. Okay? Don't worry about being perfect. Just be honest. Because here's the truth. Your future self is not waiting for you somewhere. Your future self is being created by the choices you make every day. Good or bad. One habit, one decision, one action at a time. And tomorrow we're talking about something every ambitious teen experiences at some point. Feeling stuck because growth feels invisible before it becomes obvious. I'll see you there. And remember, we are not waiting for a future, we are creating it. I want to tell you a big, huge apology, guys, for the noise you have had from the video. It was not by intention, but I'm sorry that you've had a little bit of noise. But, let's continue creating our future, and I'll see you in the next one.